If you're like any sports enthusiast, then the name Vegas Dave is no stranger to you. Being one of the most outrageous sports consultants, Dave has been viewed in numerous shows, including the Fox, ESPN, and Forbes. Claiming to be number one at what he does, Dave has become an integral part of the sports industry. Keeping that in mind, viewers have been wondering how rich the 44-year-old sports handicapper is. Today, we're going to find out just that. Before becoming Vegas Dave. Being born and raised in Michigan, Dave was surrounded by a family full of well-educated people. Instead of pursuing higher education, Dave moved to Hawaii at the age of 21. While in Hawaii, the man got introduced to sports betting. While he did lose $300 on his first bet, the man soon found himself interested in betting altogether. Following that, he decided on attending the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and informed his parents about his decision. How he became Vegas. Although Dave did tell his parents that he was moving to Las Vegas, he was not telling the whole truth. As he had informed his parents that he would be attending the University of Nevada, the man took a total of $10,000 student loan. But the loan was never used for educational purposes. Instead, Dave put all the money on red during a game of roulette. Dave won the bet, doubled his money to his luck, and soon became Vegas Dave. While it does seem that Vegas Dave is always winning, things might not be as it seems. Just 1 year after moving to Vegas, Dave had filed for bankruptcy and was said to have only $820 assets at the time. Skills of a gambler. Being known as Vegas Dave sure does mean that Dave is good at what he does. But like many gamblers, Dave also has several schemes up his sleeves. One of his schemes included placing bets at different sportsbooks under fraudulent Social Security numbers. Dave soon found himself lying in debt, having his house foreclosed on. Similarly, in 2016, he had to give in $1 million on a Nisbet UFC fight. Except that he has also been arrested for suspicion for the possession of cocaine and domestic battery charges. On top of that, he was charged with 19 felony charges after the feds caught on to Dave's Social Security scheme. But with the help of his attorney, Dave was able to negotiate a plea bargain. He was ultimately banned from Las Vegas sportsbooks for 3 years. How much money does Dave have? Being a world-renowned bettor sure does mean that you have collected a decent amount of money. His luck started to take a hike when he won $2.5 million on a futures bet after the Kansas City Royals won the World Series in 2015. Similarly, the very next year, he won $2.3 million following the bet between the Denver Broncos and Super Bowl 50. After being banned from the Las Vegas sportsbook for some time, Dave entered the world of memorabilia collecting and sales. Like in sports betting, the man managed to create a good name. On top of that, he has also defeated professionals in the Kansas City World Series and has won $1 million to $2.5 million. Besides that, the 44-year-old makes good money as a consultant too.